Hello friends, this is Manish and it is that time of the year where I take a measure of my journey towards financial independence. So it's been 4 years I've been on this journey. 4 years ago I decided I'm gonna be financially independent in 10 years, that I will not have to work at a job to earn a living just to survive, and that I will never ever be in a financial difficulty ever again. And it's been 4 years and it's quite a long time. And there are so many thoughts in my mind, thoughts that I'm trying to process. For instance, another 6 years, oh my God. These 4 years they've not been easy, in the sense, when I view myself being financially independent, it is so tempting. I mean, it is so rewarding just to imagine myself being financially independent and not having to deal with anyone or anything out of compulsion, out of financial compulsion, and just be a master of my own fate. I mean, it's so rewarding that I want to be there. I want to get there as soon as possible, preferably, in a couple of years maybe. And that's what's keeping me going, And there are several other things that are keeping me going. And I want to share the top 3 things that have been keeping me on my path. And walking towards my dream of being financially independent, doing well. So I came across Dave Ramsey, and he has his channel on YouTube, and he's a multi-millionaire. But at one point in time, he was broke. And from there on, he's been on a journey, and he's earned money the right way. He's invested money. He's helped a lot of people achieve their own financial success. And he has a very strong message. It's very simple, but it kind of, hit me where it had to. And I embraced it with all my heart. The message is that you gotta live below your means, you gotta save, and you gotta invest. The emphasis really is on saving and living below your means. Essentially to be debt-free. I mean, he works out calculations to show how debt will keep you in poverty all your life. And the monthly payments and the interest that you pay, it's just gonna break the deal. So thankfully, when I started on this journey, I had no debt. So I was out of that. I wasn't paying any monthly payments or, paying the interest off of something. But good to know that, because it's been 4 years, I've never taken on any debt of any kind for anything. And looking back 4 years, it's obvious there is no need. I mean, to take on debt for what? To buy a new car? And then those monthly payments that they take from your bank account. Oh my God. So that was one thing. The emphasis on savings led me to change my lifestyle. I stopped going out to movies, to parties, to those get-togethers and whatnot. And I thought I will have this FOMO, fear of missing out. But I'm so glad. Oh my God, it's like awesome, not having to deal with toxic people, not having to deal with people in general. Stay home, pick a book, do anything you want really, Go to the park, walk bare feet on the grass, and just spend time with yourself. And it's, again, so rewarding. So yeah, at first it seemed like a sacrifice, but now in hindsight it wasn't. It's just a wise decision, because the money I save from doing those stupid things, I get to spend it on the things that I love, that are more rewarding than anything else. Like, for instance, I love reading classic literature and self-help books. I keep buying them and I'm always reading. And again, that makes me feel good about myself. And I'm on it. And there are other things that I do that I really love, that I don't have to think about now, like, for instance, if I want to buy something, because I've not been wasting my money on anything else, and I really want to buy that, it's a no-brainer. I go ahead and buy it because I have the money to buy it. So that's one thing. I want to thank Dave Ramsey for that. I keep watching his videos to keep me motivated. To be honest, in the beginning it will seem like a huge sacrifice, but it's not. It's just a better way of living, and it's more rewarding. The second person I want to thank is J.L. Collins. He made a lot of sense when he wrote his book, Simple Path to Wealth. Essentially, the philosophy is that you pick up a good index fund, and that too an ETF, and you keep investing whatever you can in that fund. Month on month, every month, just keep investing it. Now, 4 years ago, I started doing that. And for 4 years, the market was kind of stagnant. And I was wondering, it makes sense, but when am I going to start seeing results? And then, COVID-19 hit the world, the market, and everything. And at one point in time, I was like, my God, my savings, they're dwindling to nothing. But deep down and in general, I knew that this is the time to keep buying those ETFs, and I kept doing it. And lo and behold, now I'm sitting on good profits. Almost 50%, the amount of money that I have put in, 50% of that I've earned back in profits. Not too much, but if I want to buy a new car, I can go ahead and make the payment, the down payment for the entire amount. No monthly payments, no nothing like that. So that's there. And more than the amount, it's the proof that yes, this process works. And yes, one can become financially independent if one chooses to live a simple life and do the right things, keep investing, keep saving. And another most remarkable, wonderful thing is that it's so simple. Live below your means, live simply, and keep investing whatever money you can save. Thirdly, I think it's been a divine intervention, at least for me. So I really want to thank God. He's been too good to me. I mean, first for waking me up, to see where I'm at, where am I leading to, and then showing me the path to wealth. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So I came across Dave Ramsey, I came across J.L. Collins and people like that, people with similar viewpoints. So God provided the way, and I kept at it, even in difficult times, which don't really seem difficult, but the fact that you keep at it, like every now and then you want to break away from all restrictions that you put on yourself. But then you take a deep breath and you realize that I haven't put any restrictions on myself. If I want to do anything, travel, buy expensive stuff, I can do it. But what has happened is that I'm free of that kind of thinking. I'm free of the stuff. I'm free of needing to do something to, feel good about myself. No, I don't need that. And that is beautiful. And that's been the journey. And that's been something to be proud of. I mean, honestly, it's quite surprising to see that I don't need much. Not much at all. But yeah, I have responsibilities, and that is why I'm on that path, this path, and it's working. I'm so happy. Thank you, God, it's working. A few more years and then maybe I'll be financially independent. And God's grace was infinite. It has been infinite. Even in times of COVID, when the corporate world was hit hard, my colleagues were let go because the organization was cutting back on costs. People are costs. And I was taking on everything. Yeah, I'll do this for you. I'll do that for you. You want me to take care of this project? Yes, I will do it. I was taking on more and more and more work. And I was at home working 12, 14 hours a day. And it's not, the thing is that it was a difficult time. People were being let go, and the thought that, what if I lose my job? What's going to happen? That was driving me crazy. But then I was sitting on good funds. That's been a solace of some kind. Oh my God. It's been so good to be sitting on good chunk of money that I can almost say that I wasn't too worried. But I just kept at it, and what happened? I got a salary hike. Even in times of COVID, when people were being laid off, I got a salary hike. I was so thankful. I kept, I, I stayed on plan, kept saving. In fact, I wanted to save. Like, what's gonna happen tomorrow? So save as much as possible and invest in the index funds, in the ETFs. And then, close to the year end, I got an offer from another very good organization and a good amount of money that they offered, and I've taken it up. So yeah, I mean, things are working. This plan is working. I'm on my path to financial independence. I wish I had known this earlier. I wish I had started this journey 10, 20 years ago when I stepped into the corporate world. But I'm thankful that at least now I'm doing something right. And again, there are so many thoughts, like, I feel that if one is living in debt, that's crazy. I mean, I cannot comprehend anyone living in debt, having to pay monthly payments, having children to feed, a wife to take care of, and then the debt for the car payment, the house payment. I think it amounts to modern day slavery. So I think it's a matter of survival, that you gotta, everyone needs to be financially independent. And I can just imagine, how is life going to be when I will not have to work for a living. Yeah. Anyway, so I just wanted to make this video to process my thoughts and also to, commemorate this milestone that I've achieved. 4 years is a long time, and 4 years today, I can choose to quit everything and I'm financially independent. It's just that I want more. Things are going well. I'm gonna keep at it, ensure that I have amassed a good amount of wealth. I mean, if I do the calculations and try and explain in terms of the money that I'm talking about, so let's say $1 million is what I'm aiming at, and I'm there about 40%. And I started with zero. So that's something. And in all honesty, I wanna achieve that goal of $1 million. I mean, in terms of equivalent to INR and the cost of living there and here. But that's what I want to do, retire or at least amass this $1 million that I can live off and do things that I love to do. Read books, travel places, do yoga, meditate, and sing his praises. So yeah, just wanted to make this video to, so that years from now, when I look back on this journey of my life, that I remember how things were, that I remember where I started and where I've come. And hoping that if you're watching this video, then maybe you can imbibe these 3 key points: save, invest, and be thankful to God. Till next year, so long.